Hello, welcome back to my channel Lomzy Sews. In today's sewing tutorial, I'm going to show you how to cut this palazzo pants. It's a cutting and stitching tutorial. If you have been wanting to learn how to cut ladies pants trouser, then continue watching till the end, because in this video I'm going to show you how to cut a simple straight pant trouser. You know, there is a difference between a ladies pant trouser and a male trouser. So in this video, I'm going to show you female pant trouser cutting and stitching tutorial. If that's what you like to learn, make sure to watch till the end so that you don't miss anything. Okay, let's go.
To cut a baggy pant trouser, you need 2.5 yards of African print or any fabric, and you're going to fold your fabric into two. I'm going to cut out the front first, then I go over to the back. To know the amount of fabric you needed for the front, just do your hips divided by 4 plus at least 4 inches. That way it will be enough for you to cut out the front. So I have cut out my fabric, and this is what I'll be working with. So first I'm going to mark out a line that I'll be starting from. So this line now is going to be the waistline. From here I'm going to take all my measurements. So from here I'm going to mark my hips measurement. I'll mark it here. My crotch length, I'll mark it here. And then the final length of the trouser, I want it to be 42 inches. So I added 2 inches sewing allowance, which will make it 44 inches. So I'm going to square these lines out. So this is the waistline, the hip line, the crotch length, and then the final length. So first of all, what I'm going to do is the hips divided by 4. I'll mark it here, and then I'm going to add 1 inch sewing allowance. I'm going to square this line up to here. From the crotch extension, I'm going to go out 2.5 inches, and then I'm going to connect it from the hip line like that. So just do like this. So here I didn't come up by 1/2 inch, the sewing allowance, so I just added 1/2 inch, and I came up by 1/2 inch. So whatever I have from here to here, I'm going to take it all the way down to the hemline. I have 14 here. I'm going to take it all the way down to the hemline. So I will also add 1/2 inch sewing allowance here. I'm going to go ahead and cut this out. So I'm going to use this to cut out the back. So I'll place the back. Make sure I have 2.5 inches here, 2.5 inches here, and 2.5 inches here. So this is this like this. What I'm going to do is to square out this line. Then from here I'm going to come in 2.5 inches. I'll take it up 2.5 inches. Then I'm going to mark 2.5 inches from here. I'm going to connect this to meet this. And then I'm going to take this like this. Here I'm going to make it 1 inch, so just go like this. You see, then here I'm going to extend this place by 2 inches. Here I'm going to make this place 1 inch and connect this to come and meet this. So let me mark the front for a guide. Take this. So I'll go ahead to cut this out. Next, I'm going to mark a notch where I'm going to add the side pocket. So from here, I'm going to come down 3.5 inches here. This is where I'm going to add the side pockets. Before we cut out the side pockets, we are going to take the measurement of this because of the waistband. Now remember, the waistband has elastic, rope and elastic on it, so we are going to prep for that. For us to do that, you're going to take the measurement here, whatever you have here. I have 11 inches minus 1 inch sewing allowance, half inch here, half inch here, which will make it 10 inches, right? So we are going to times this by 4 and use it to cut out the band, the elastic waistband casing. To do now is, first of all, I am going to place this right side facing together. I'm going to sew this and also sew the back. So to cut out the pockets, what I have here is 13.5 inches by 8 inches. So I have 4 pieces, 1 2 3 4, and this is going to be for the side pocket. So what I would do is just to place my hand here, just to place, first of all I'll measure 9 inches. I'll measure 9 inches here, measure 1 inch here, and then 6.5. So I'm going to place my hand like this. See what I'm doing? This is where the pockets would enter. So I just place my hand like this, and I'm going to take it from the 9 inches, go this way and come this way. So this is what I'm going to do. So you will notch, just pick up 2 pieces, notch here and here. This is where the pocket is going to go in from. Remember, it's going to be like this. So I'm going to set this aside. We will cut that we will sew that on the sewing machine. So I have this piece. This is going for the rope, is 1.5 inches in length. You cut as long as you want for your rope. So here is for the elastic casing. So remember, we measured 40 inches on the waistline. So this is, we have 20 inches here minus 1.5 inches from here to here, minus 1.5 plus sewing allowance. This, you're going to understand this later. This is what we have removed from here. This is going into this place. It will complete it to be 40 inches. So this is going to be like this. You will understand what I mean later. So if you measure this, it's going to give you 40 inches for the whole of the waistband. So we are going to prep this, and this is because we are not going to be using buttonhole for this elastic casing. So make sure to watch how I'm going to do this. This is how this thing is going to be, right? So by the time you fold it, it's going to be like this on the waistline, right? This will go to the waistline and this will be on the upper side. The same thing with this side. So what you're going to do basically is to open this up. Now if you close this, it's going to be like this, right? So that it will be easy for you to understand. This is going to the waistband and this is going to the trouser. So what you're going to do is from here you're going to mark 0.75 for the first case, for the first channel, then another 0.75 for the rope, another 0.75 for another elastic. So we have 3 channels. Can you see this? So what we have here, the first elastic, rope, elastic, and then this goes to the band. So what you're going to do is you're going to sew from here to the end, ½ inch. So you're going to sew ½ inch from here, ½ inch. Also from here, ½ inch. Then from here you leave this space, from here ½ inch, also here ½ inch. So we are going to leave this place. This place is where the rope is going to pass from. So what we are going to do is go to the machine now, place this like this, you place this on top of it, and you're going to sew from here to here and from here to here. The same thing on the other side, you're going to place this like this and also sew the same thing. So let's go to the machine to sew this. So I'm going to run 0.75, 0.75, 0.75. Here I'm going to start from this place here and stop here. started from here and stopped from here. I'm going to run the second one and the third one. So you can see these are the 3 channels, 1, 2, 3, and this is the hole we have made for the loop. So what I'm going to do, first of all, you pass your rope first before you start passing elastic. That way it will make it easier for your rope to enter freely. So I'm going to pass this with this half-face pin. If you have any other method of passing your loops, that's fine by you, but this is what I'm going to do now. So this is how it's going to be. So the next thing I'm going to do now is to pass the elastic. For your elastic, just tie it around your waist. That way you will know the exact amount you need for your waist. So I'm going to pass this here. I'm passing into the first channel. So I'm going to go ahead and close the first channel and also close the second channel, leaving the third one. Make sure when you're closing it, the elastic, you're removing it so you don't sew it. So this is it after sewing it. As you can see, the rope, everything is neatly done. The next thing we're going to do is to sew this to the trouser. That is very, very important, so pay attention. So this is the center of the trouser, and you're going to note the center of this, and you're going to place it right side facing together like this. You're going to place it and you go ahead and sew it. Make sure you're stretching it when you're sewing it. So you can see this is how it's looking. You go ahead and tie your rope. If you enjoyed this video or you learned something new today, let me know in the comment section, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.